Blur tool. The blur tool in Photoshop Elements can be used for both repair and more artistic endeavors. You can use the blur tool to soften a small flaw or part of a rough edge. You can add a little blur to an element to make it appear as though it was moving when photographed. You can also blur portions of your image to emphasize focal point. Blur tool works by decreasing the contrast among adjacent pixels in the blurred area. Sharpen tool. Sharpening enhances the definition of edges in an image. Whether your images come from a digital camera or a scanner, most images can benefit from sharpening. When sharpening images, keep the following in mind. Sharpening cannot correct a severely blurred image. Sharpen your image on a separate layer so that you can sharpen it later if you need to change the adjustment. Set the layer's blending mode to luminosity to avoid color shifts along edges. If you find the highlights or shadows are lessened after you sharpen, use the layer blending controls to prevent sharpening in highlights and shadows. If you need to reduce image noise, do so before sharpening so that you don't intensify the noise. Sharpen your image multiple times in small amounts. Sharpen the first time to correct blur captured by a scanner or digital camera. After you've color corrected and resized your image, sharpen it again. If possible, judge your sharpening by inputting your image. The amount of sharpening needed varies depending on whether the image is printed or displayed on a web page. The Smudge tool. The Smudge tool is used to smear paint on your canvas. The effect is much like finger painting. You can use the Smudge tool by clicking on the smudge icon and clicking on the canvas, and while holding the mouse button, dragging in the direction you want to smudge. As usual, you have a host of options in which affect your image located in the options palette.